Hello and welcome to Candy's Crafty Closet. So I needed to get through some of my paper pads that were just randomly laying around that my aunt gifted me because I don't have a ton of them and I didn't know what to do with them. So I decided let's just choose a paper pad and let's play Smash the Paper Pad. I've never done that before. I've always wanted to. So I picked out a couple of paper pads and just saw what came to me, what inspiration struck. So first I chose this one here. It is by Simple Stories. It is the Retro Summer and this is a 2023. So this is from last year, so it's not super old. So y'all might still have this in your stash. But this one was not gifted to me whole. It had some missing from it, but as you can see, there is nothing left but this piece of paper now. So after I made all of my projects, I have these scraps right here left. And I might keep this one here just because I like the stripes. I am going to keep these scraps here. They're just some little squares. And I like the ice creams, I like the numbers, and I like the patterns on those. We're gonna keep those. One of the pages did have these little grids all over the back of it. And I see it here. So it was just a whole sheet of grids. So I just cut down all of the grids and I'm going to save these definitely because that is a fantastic thing to have for other projects. So as soon as I saw the cut aparts for this collection, I just knew I was going to make gift card holders. So my pawpaw used to give me $5 for my birthday and my birthday just happened to be during the summer. So it was an awesome time to be getting ice cream money, and it was specifically for ice cream. You had to spend it on ice cream. So this is for everyone's ice cream money for the summer. So I took a cut apart and put it on the front and matted it with one of the cute patterns. This one doesn't have a piece and I have no more of this paper. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to find a corresponding piece of paper because oh no. Okay, so let's not show you this one. Oh no, it doesn't have one on the back. Oh gosh, horrible first paper smash. Because I didn't put one here and I didn't put one here. Okay, don't look at that one. Don't look at that one. We're gonna look at this one. And so it was supposed to look like this. It was supposed to be matted with another journaling card and then a place for them to put a little note at the bottom. And then a pattern piece on the back. Dadgummit. I'm glad I pulled these back out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to find something that goes with this because I've used everything. I did really good using everything. Dadgummit! Oh, I could use. Oh, I might. Oh, well, we'll see. So I made 7 of these. And there are just all have a place for you to write something, a cute little message. And then here is where you would put your gift card down here. Slice of summer. Just chillin'. I loved the little Coke bottle on this one. So I guess you couldn't get 7. Or maybe you'd have to like sacrifice one of these other things. We might. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you these. With my scraps, I made these and they're just the size of an A2 card and I was just going to put, you know, like another fun journaling card or something. Or I was just going to put another like fun cutout or something on these to make these cards. But I might end up cutting these down and using it for the front and back of that one that's missing, just where it has the same paper because I don't have like I can't get anything out of these little measly scraps I have laying over here. Oh gosh, that was a boo-boo on my part. Okay, so with our scraps, we made these 2. Good way to use up your scraps. After I did the gift cards, I wanted to do some hidden paper clips. And so I made a few of these. And this one, I just pulled in a pack of stickers. This was Jen Handfield. I have no idea how old this is. This was another thing from my aunt. So I pulled in that and got some stickers off of that. And then just did like a place where they can, you know, like write a note, like what's going to be underneath it. and then a little sentiment on each one. So I liked those little hidden paper clips. I got 7 of those. Then the next thing I did was this little bitty tiny flip book or brag book, whatever you would like to call it. With this, you just slip out your little paper tab right there, open it up. You have a place to either journal on, put a picture, put a memory, whatever you would like. And it is just a little simple thing that you could throw in your purse or your wallet to keep stuff in. And so I made 4 of those. And I just took a piece of cardstock, folded in half, and then I matted each of them. I'm going to show you how to make these in just a second after I show you everything. Such cute paper. I don't go for like the colorful that much. And if I do, I don't like the super like childish stuff. But this paper I did really like, and I liked how that says delish. So cute. So we have 4 of those. And then I did make a few cards with the remaining cut aparts. They were just some simple matted cards. And then I did a few orientated to the side like this. And that one I double stack. And those were to the side again. So that is 3 different ways you could do a card. So we have the stack, just simple matted, cutting it down with a mat, and then offsetting your pieces. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was a day of 7s. And then when I got down to my scraps, the first thing I started making was bookmarks. I knew I wanted to make some fun summer bookmarks for some of these summer journals that I'm going to be making. So I just simply took my strips. I already have some like scrap paper on my desk. So I cut them down to 6.5 and then just started laying strips. Cut off the extra, and then I will laminate this where it will stay all together once I cut my corners and everything, and then these 3 will become bookmarks. I made this cute little tag. I'm not gonna put a ribbon in it until I put it with the journal because I like to match my ribbon to my journal. You have a little place that you can write on the tag there. Turn it over, the whole back of it is plain. You could journal on the whole back of this, and then those little ledgers, I took a few of those and stuck them in here. Might as well, and it made a cute little pocket. And I had a little scrap with a check mark on it, so I put it there. And we put it inside of this simple little tag that I made. And just so happened, this blue stripe lined up perfectly with the, like, this is the side of the pool that was on one of the sheets. And it lined up perfect, like absolutely perfect. There is some more of that ledger paper, so that's how it looked all together, and I just cut down like all the little grids. Stick that back in there, so that is going to be a fun little accent for one of our journals. The very last thing I made was just some accents. I took the squares and just cut down some squares to fit inside of them where I can use them on different things, and I can journal on all of these. I did this little cute one because I just loved this paper and there wasn't very much of it left. So I took the last little piece that had the check marks on it and made that. And then these 2 little cuties I can use on cards or whatever. I got to the very end of this and then realized I did not save one to like show you how to make any of this stuff. So I went and pulled out this collection here. And this one I'm not going to be able to do the same thing in because as you can see up here, it has some like big sheets that it takes up the entire thing. And like I'm not going to be able to cut them down and to look like the same as these. It's just, this paper is not going to give me the same result as this. But I do have an entire pad of this and then a few extras from another pad that she had already started breaking down. Again, gift from my auntie. If you want to check her out, I'll have her link down below. Her channel is called Choice Bits of Bliss, and she does a ton of scrapbooking layouts over there, and she shares all of her collections and stuff, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And she's so very kind to give me her extras. So I enjoy that. So we are going to just simply assemble one out of that one, just to show you what we did. I took a piece of black 12 by 12 cardstock and I cut it down to 4 inches wide, and then I cut down to 11 inches long. Then I scored at 10 inches, so 1 inch in, and then I folded that in half. Rounded the edges here and here, and then that gave us a flap here for our gift card. So you have to put on this sheet of paper before you fold up this piece right here, or you're not going to be able to get your sheet in unless you just cut it down smaller. And then we just threw this card around. We did have it all lined out like we were going to do it, and now we don't know what the heck is going on with our life. I know that was our front. So this rainbow piece right here, this is going to be our very first piece. Now you can see on the back it is directional, but the rainbow itself I don't really think is. So this rainbow sheet is going to go down first because it is something that you could actually write a little message on. It doesn't have a lot of pattern. The back of it does. So we're going to stick that down first. And then you're going to bring up your sides. And just hold that there. I'm holding that. I'm going to start gluing this one up. And without this strip, this paper really just like blends in to the black. Like you can't really tell that this is a pocket. And so I figured put this little strip right here to let you know it is a pocket. And this I just cut down a little less than 1 inch. And that piece of paper had love on it and it was perfect. And we're gonna come up here and we're going to do the big smiles with the rainbow. Keep everything coordinating, so let's mat this one first. This is a cute collection too, but I just don't like it as much as the summer pool collection. So if you hear a little dingling in the background, my toddler is entertaining himself in the corner over there while I get this done. Right now we're going to go to our front. We're going to mat the journaling card or cut apart, whatever you would like to call it, on. And then mat that on to our front. Place that there. Now we just have to do the back. There you go. So another little gift card holder ready to go for summer. I did make one additional one out of this collection just because I loved this piece of paper. Loved it. Love that butterfly. So it's got some really pretty pages in it. I'm just going to have to think of a different idea to use that. Next up, I want to show you the hidden paper clip. It couldn't be easier. All you do is take any size piece of cardstock that you want. Fold it in half, a little bit less than, exactly half, to give you a little bit of a lip here. The short side of your paper clip goes on the short side of your paper. Then take any pattern paper, whatever paper you want, that is just a little bit smaller than this, and you fold it the exact same way. Oh, we didn't put a lip in this one. Pretend like we put a little bit of a lip on this one. It's fine. It just won't be as long as in the back. So we're gonna have like a little bit more room. We should have came down a little bit further. It's fine. The concept is the same. You'll get what we're talking about. I did, when this was folded, I came in with my hole punch and just barely put it on there and put a little hole punch where when we slide this on here, our little paper clip sticks up, and you could put some ribbon on this if you would like, but I'm going to just leave it plain, and then you're going to stick it down. If you do not cut out this right here, then it's going to be lifted up like that, and I just didn't like that. So I cut it down, and we're going to nestle it in just like that. Just like that. Make sure you press it down around that paper clip. And now you are going to be able to stick this into a journal or anything like that, and you have your little paper clip holder. Isn't that cute? Now this one is a bit large. I could have made them way smaller, but this is what we ended up with today. So I have some scraps out on my desk, and one of them is this here. I think that that would be a really good label. And then maybe a flower. Oh yeah, that one will be pretty. So let's do that. And I don't like that shape, so I'm gonna put that towards where we're gonna put that flower, where we can cover it up with our flower a little. Perfect. All right. And now that is ready. The last thing I'm gonna show you is the little flip book or brag book, whatever you would like to use it for. These you could make any size as well, but this one is a 3.5 by 7 piece of cardstock that I just folded in half and then rounded the corners. And you just simply cut down your paper to mat. Place that one there for your front cover. Let's go ahead and do the back. Do we want the butterflies or do we want the flowers? I think I want the flowers. Even though these butterflies are beautiful. While we are back here, we are going to take this. Now I don't love this piece of paper with it. Let's put the pink on the pink. I think that'll make us like it more. Do a little bit less than halfway. Smear around. You're going to take your book. Put it about middle. Fold your tab over. I cut off this little strip of butterflies. You're just going to put a little bit of glue on each side. So this strip just needs to be long enough to wrap around your book and be able to tuck in and be, I think this is about 1 inch wide. And then this one, it can be any width that you want as long as it is long enough to touch on either side of your book or on your little pull tab here. So if y'all just heard an outburst from my sons, it is summertime. This is the first Monday of summer. Or no, today's not Monday, today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Memorial Day. And we're gonna just leave that, because if I try to pull it out right now, I'm probably gonna pull it off. So just let that sit for a few minutes while you grab your inside pieces. I just chose some just plain pastel cardstock because I had a ton of this left over from all of the Easter stuff that I made. See, you just slide it out. There's bits of glue everywhere. I want to get one of those little tape guns that people are just like, it looks so fast, but I do not think that I would use that for like my journal making and stuff. But I think that it would make card making go a lot faster, because cards, you shouldn't be doing anything like crazy with them. I think it would hold for those. But I don't think I would use it for anything else, so I don't know if it's justified to spend money on that. Mat that there. And then look, you have your cute little booklet. Oh, I want to put it in my wallet. It's so cute. Wow, I cannot believe it. Putting it all together out of what little bitty bit was left of this paper pad, I'm so happy with what I got. Yes, I did bulk it up with some other cardstock, but we smashed this entire pad. For my first time doing this, I think it was a success. Give myself a high five, because I've never done this before. So we got a couple of little embellishment pieces, a little journaling tag, bookmarks, some card bases, 7 cards, 4 little Brag booklets, 7 of the hidden paper clips, and 7 of the gift card holders. I am so thrilled. Yes, I've got to go back and fix that one, but oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm about to pull out another paper pad right now, but I am going to just see where it takes me and like where inspiration leads, because all of these right here, I've never made any of these in this style before. And so I'm really happy with what I got out of this little bitty paper pad. Come back again for another one really soon, and we are going to make so many more fun things. It's not just junk journals over here, guys. We're making all kinds of stuff. Now, I hope to see y'all in another one really soon. Bye.